Imagine looking out at our world, the glittering cities, the symphony of languages, the art that moves us to tears, the questions we ask of the stars. It all feels so inevitable, so destined. But in the infinite library of the multiverse, there are countless other Earths, worlds that are almost identical to ours, with one terrifying difference. Worlds where we, Homo sapiens, are present, but we never became truly human. Welcome to a journey into a parallel reality, a timeline where the spark of consciousness never ignited. On this heart, our ancestors look like us, they walk like us, they even form societies. But something crucial, something fundamental, is missing. This is the story of a world where humanity exists only in form, not in spirit. Let's travel back to a pivotal moment in our own history, roughly 70,000 years ago. This was the time of the cognitive revolution. Our brains underwent a mysterious and rapid rewiring. We developed complex language, the ability to think in symbols, to create myths, and to believe in shared fictions. This is what allowed us to cooperate in massive numbers, to build nations, and to create everything we see today. But in this other timeline, that revolution never happened. A subtle genetic switch failed to flip. Here, the beings that look like us never moved beyond basic communication. Their language is a collection of grunts, calls, and simple gestures, no different from the warning cries of primates. They can signal danger, point to food, or express aggression, but they can't tell a story. They can't ask why. They can't dream of a better tomorrow. Their societies are small, fragile clans, bound together by instinct and immediate need. They hunt, they gather, they seek shelter. They are masters of their immediate environment, using simple stone tools with remarkable skill. But their culture never accumulates. Each generation rediscovers the same limited knowledge. There is no writing, no history, no great monuments reaching for the heavens. Their world is a perpetual stone age, a cycle of survival without progress. At night, their planet is a sea of absolute darkness, untouched by the glow of a single city. What would these beings look like up close? The resemblance is what makes it so unsettling. Physically, they are nearly identical to us. They are bipedal, with the same dexterous hands. In fact, in this timeline, an evolutionary trait called neotanidi, retention of juvenile features into adulthood, went even further. They have slightly larger eyes, rounder faces, and a look of perpetual curiosity. But it's a hollow curiosity. Their expressions are often blank, their gaze unfocused. They might mimic sounds they hear in nature, creating repetitive, meaningless chants that sound hauntingly like music. But they lack the symbolic depth of a real song. Imagine observing their daily life. You'd see them work together to bring down a large animal, sharing the spoils. You'd see mothers caring for their young with fierce, instinctual devotion. But you would also see a chilling lack of what we call social intelligence. They don't possess a deep theory of mind, the ability to truly understand that others have thoughts, feelings, and beliefs different from their own. Empathy is shallow, confined to their immediate kin. Conflicts are brutal and swift, driven by territory or resources, without any concept of morality, justice, or forgiveness. They function like incredibly intelligent chimpanzees, trapped within human bodies. In our world, we create art to express the inexpressible. We paint caves, we sculpt figures, we tell stories around the fire. In this silent world, the impulse for symbolic creation is absent. There are no paintings on cave walls, no carved totems, no burials with meaning. When one of them dies, the clan might feel a momentary sense of loss, but then they simply move on. There are no rituals to honor the dead, no belief in an afterlife, no comforting myths to explain the great mystery of existence. They live and die entirely in the present moment. What could have caused such a profound divergence? The multiverse offers many possibilities. Perhaps a series of prolonged, brutal ice ages kept their populations on the brink of starvation, preventing the surplus energy needed for complex brain development. Maybe a critical nutrient, like iodine, was scarce in their environment, stunting cognitive growth across generations. Or it could have been a catastrophic pandemic that selectively wiped out the genetic lines. carrying the potential for higher intelligence. In another variation of this timeline, it wasn't a failure within us, but pressure from outside. Perhaps the Neanderthals or Denisovans didn't go extinct. Maybe they were the ones who became dominant, pushing our ancestors into a specialized, less cerebral niche, forcing us to remain just another clever ape in a world full of them. The horror of this alternate Earth isn't one of monsters or cataclysms. It's the horror of the uncanny valley, of seeing a mirror image of ourselves that is hollow inside. Imagine a scene. One of these proto-humans stands at the edge of a still pool of water. It sees its reflection. It looks, its head cocks to the side. But there is no spark of self-awareness. It doesn't recognize the face as its own. It's just another shape in the world, as meaningless as a rock or a tree. In this timeline, the sentence, "I think, therefore I am," was never spoken, because the concept of I never formed. This world serves as a chilling reminder of how fragile our own existence is. Our sapience, our consciousness, our ability to love and create and question it, wasn't a guarantee. It was the result of a million tiny, fortunate accidents. A delicate chain of events that could have broken at any point. For every timeline where we reached for the stars, there could be 1,000 where we never even learned to look up. This is the world that almost was, a planet of 7 billion bodies, without a single soul. It forces us to ask the ultimate question. What truly makes us human? Is it our hands, our brains, or the intangible spark that allows us to tell a story, to feel another's pain, and to wonder about our place in the cosmos? This silent Earth offers no answers, only a profound and terrifying quiet. It stands as a monument to the near-miss of our own reality, a testament to the precious, improbable gift of being fully, completely human. Thanks for joining this journey into the multiverse. If you find these explorations of alternate realities fascinating, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. What other what-if scenarios should we explore next? Let me know in the comments below. See you in the next timeline.